Hello, everyone. I had a frisson of excitement earlier today as I realized I was going to be spending some time with the style dominatrix. So this is going to be one of the fun ones, I can tell. I'm Mark Walmsley. I'm the founder of the Arts and Culture Network. We're now 142,000 strong all over the world across 8 LinkedIn groups. Decidedly independent. We don't have any sponsors, advertisers, shareholders, or grant-making bodies telling us what to do. So we have no religious, national, or political affiliations either. So ours is a growing global community who know how important the arts and culture sector is all over the world. Probably the best place to save the world, I would suggest. So, but this is the best bit of the gig for me because I get to meet and introduce you to one of our full members, and I'm joined today by Jenn Koch. We've already met, and I've been admiring her style for weeks now, following you on your socials. Jenn, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
And thank you also for being one of our full members. That's how this can continue. So it's really very much appreciated. Thank you. So we're going to have some fun today. I'm going to create your fantasy cultural year. And if there's time, we're going to play the yes or the this or that game as a way of introducing you to the gang. But before we do that, perhaps you'd like to just tell us a little bit more about Stylegasm and the work that you do. But before we even do that, please show us the ties. I mean,
Oh yeah, I have on this top, which is a bunch of ties.
you made that, right?
Oh no, I can't sew. I had found it. But I did like a photo shoot recently, and I did this at like this really great art gallery. So I put it on today because I thought of you and meeting other artists. So
Fantastic. And the hat, let's see the hat.
yeah.
Oh, that's very Bieber.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit more about the work you do.
Yeah. So my brand is called Stylegasm, and I love working with like creative geniuses to really like elevate their style, really like own the spotlight out in the world. Um, my alter ego is the style dominatrix, so I have my little dominatrix whip today. Sometimes I show up more as her as well, but that really is a lot of fun metaphors about like people think it's going to be painful, and actually it's like there's nothing more pleasurable than like doing this work together, and opens you up to new levels of your creativity as well.
Yeah, brilliant. I remember when we last met, I think we coined the phrase, didn't we? You help people look as good as their art.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
because you often meet people, and I think we talked about Maurizio, bless him, one of our full members.
Yeah, we
He has a
did.
day job, and on LinkedIn, he's got a suit and tie on, but it could not be further from his art. So,
Yeah.
um, excellent. And who in our network would you love to meet? What kind of people in our community do you
Ooh.
like to meet? Are they performing artists, visual artists, literary
Gosh,
artists?
I think it could be like any of the above. I mean, I'd like just working with people. That's why I'm so fascinated with Sammy, who are like really, who are just like forefront leaders in whatever it is that they do. They're just like, for me, I'm all for like originality and like pushing boundaries. Actually, I love people who love style as well. A lot of my best people that I've collaborated and worked with, it's like you do so much more like in the space of collaboration together. So people who love style too are fun.
And you know, you're that sort of lovely spot between fashion and style and self-awareness and self-promotion and it's great. There are so many people in our community who I think if the tiniest bit of your style and your approach rubs off on them, it will make a huge difference. So I think it's great. And the marketing philosopher Seth Godin said if you're not different, you're invisible. And
Yeah.
I think you are the epitome of doing that. I so much look forward to our meetings because I know you're going to have something I've never seen before, and you'll have pulled it off with aplomb. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. The high point of my day.
Well,
Okay.
can I offer you a little something? Do you know like I don't think we've talked about this yet, but do you know like oracle cards or tarot cards?
Yeah, I know of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have my own deck. It's a style oracle deck. Like this is the card I pulled today. So I was wondering, can I pull you a card? Um,
Please, yes. Oh, I'd love
yeah.
you to do that.
So pick a
Excellent.
number between 1 and 52.
Oh, wow. Um, 42.
Right, okay.
I'll tell you why I chose that number in a minute.
You got the miracles card.
Wow.
This is one of my favorites, actually. That Illustrator did a new thing for it. So this is all about, and there's a whole page I could read it if you want, but it's all about like expecting miracles and that you really like create miracles. I mean, look at this whole network. This whole network is a miracle, like around the world.
Yeah, 142,000 people all there because of me, I think does
Crazy.
count.
Yeah.
And the success stories that we have. I think I might have told you about Anjali, who she was over from India studying in Connecticut. And she joined one of our networking events, and she was 48 hours away from having to return to India because her visa was expiring. And the only thing that would have prevented her from doing so was a job offer. And she got one on our call.
Ah,
So she cancelled her flights, and they're still working together a year and a half later. Yeah, with Jenny Leggery in the States. So, yeah, if that was arguably that was a little bit of a miracle for her, because if she'd had to fly back to India, that might have been it. You know,
yeah.
in terms of her ambitions to work in the arts in the States. So
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, okay, I'll take the miracle card. I
Yeah.
love that. And I chose 42 because that's the meaning of life.
Oh, okay.
According to, I think it's 42. I should probably check. But yeah, in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the meaning of life is 42. And no explanation, but that's it. Excellent. Okay, thank you for that. I love that. So perhaps you could send me the rest of the description about
Yeah, I can
my
definitely do
style
that.
tarot. You could call it Starro or Stylo. No, hang on. Yeah. You see, brand and marketing. I can't let it go. Right, we're going to have some fun now, if that's okay. I'm going to create your fantasy cultural year from the answers to 10 easy questions. And in order to start this year, I need to place you somewhere in the world. So I'm going to ask you, what's your favorite building?
Oh, it's funny because I was watching one of those interviews yesterday. I really love the buildings in Barcelona, those like, is it Gaudi, that are like super.
I think it's La Sagrada Familia, the
Oh,
cathedral.
there's that one. Yeah. I was thinking of there's this like architecture. It's really creative in Barcelona. Anyways. It's not like a specific building, but it's like I can see it in my mind.
Well, if you can see it in your mind, that's good enough for
Yeah.
me, because I'm going to place you in a street side cafe within sight of that building.
Okay.
It's 6 p.m. It's still warm. It's June. And you're just taking a bit of a break,
Mm.
admiring the view of the Gaudi architecture. Um, and on the right is a book on your table. So it can be any book you like. It could be a favorite book, a book that's been with you all your life, or a book that's a recent discovery. Um, or so what book would you have sitting next to you on that table?
It's actually one of my books.
That's fine. What book?
Okay, it's funny because I self-published this book and then I'm about to go rewrite it. It's this book called Why Are You Still Single?
Okay. Have you got a copy to hand? You can wave in front of the camera or no?
I don't. They're stuck at it's a long story. I used to live in Bali, so all the copies I have are left in Bali.
Oh, is it available still?
No, it's not. I'm gonna rewrite it this fall. I'm doing like a writer's retreat. So and it'll be like a whole new like because 5 years later, kind of a new premise to it. So
Yeah, 5 years. That's wow, that's different now, isn't it? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, excellent. Okay, so you can have your book, Why You're Still Single. Love that. Um, and on your left there is a drink. It's 6 o'clock, well over the yard arm. It's warm. What would you like? What drink would be there
Uh
next to you?
Virgin Mojito.
A virgin mojito.
Yeah.
Okay. I like a dirty mojito. That's with dark rum.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't drink, so yeah, but
Right. Then you can, a virgin mojito is yours. There we go. Now you're feeling quite pleased with yourself because you've just come from a meeting inside that Gaudi building with a wealthy Barcelona family who like to support research into the arts and culture sector. And they've got wind of the work you do, and they'd like to hire you for a year. Extremely well paid, first class all the way, no expense spared. They'd like you to study the approach to style and fashion in another country and
Mm.
report back to Barcelona so that the Spanish can learn from what you've found. There's a TV deal in it and a book deal.
Mm.
And it's well paid, and friends and family can come out and visit you wherever you are. But you have to choose one country to be in for 12 months. Where would you like to go?
Ooh, I have to be there for 12 months. Oh, so that changes things. So you know what I was gonna say originally? As I was gonna say like Saudi Arabia, because I think it'd be fascinating the women, like they wear these really elaborate outfits like underneath of like the covering, and then there's a lot of wealth and I think there's also a lot of history, but I would not want to spend a year there, no offense. I would probably say Japan.
Japan, lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're on the plane. Okay, you turned left when you got on the plane. The steward comes to you with a note and a virgin mojito. And you open up the note, and it's from the Wealthy Family Foundation in Barcelona. They'd like to study you while you're studying it. And they'd like to find out the impact on you of limiting your listening to one very specific type of music for a whole year.
Oh.
If you had to do that, what would you choose?
Um, I mean, I don't know if I'm the most sophisticated with music. I like just like pop, like kind of pop music.
So pop's a
Yeah.
good choice. That's pretty
Yeah.
broad. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, true. This
yeah.
covers a lot of ground.
Okay. So you can have pop music for a year. Excellent. Now you arrive in Tokyo, and there's a group of people, young people, looking really quite stylish in that kind of
Mm.
Japanese kind of anime sort of way. They've been detailed to look after you for a week or so, and let you settle in. They usher you into a limousine, and they take you to this wonderful floor to ceiling glass penthouse overlooking a cherry orchard near the palace, right in the middle of Tokyo. They say, right, relax, unpack, make yourself comfortable, and we're going to come and get you and take you out to a dance performance. Now, you can always stick to Japan and Japanese culture if you like, but you don't have to, because this is my magic wand coming in. They're going to take you to a dance show, and you can watch anything you like,
Mm.
because I've got the magic wand. So any dance style, any dance group, any dancers, living or dead, what would you like to watch for a couple of
Mhm.
hours?
I'd actually love to see these like Cambodian dancers.
Oh, all that lovely.
Yeah,
Now,
super.
who was the artist who went and painted them for
Oh yeah,
you know
I
who I
don't.
mean?
I can't remember the name though.
Yeah, it was on an episode of Fake or Fortune on the UK television where they see if they found an original or not, and they got a Cambodian dancer to create the moves that he would have seen when he was sketching, and he was literally doing it like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wish I could remember who it was. It might come to me. Okay, so we've done that. You've had a wonderful experience of an hour or so of Cambodian dance, and your friends now want to take you out to dinner, and you can choose the national cuisine. So what
Ooh.
nation's cuisine would you like to try?
Um, I'm gonna say I love Ethiopian food.
Mm, that's a first. We haven't had that. Yeah,
Oh.
that's one of those crazy countries that is a lot greener than everyone thinks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ethiopia. Okay. Well, there is a really good Ethiopian restaurant in Tokyo, and that's where they're going to take you. So now tomorrow is sport day in Tokyo, and some of us consider some sports to constitute performance art. Certainly the breakdancing in the Olympics did.
Oh yeah.
Um, um, I actually I saw an article this morning on and some of them weren't really good. but they managed to be the best so that they could get to the Olympics. Yeah. Okay, here's another question for you. We're going off piste now.
Okay.
You're very lucky in that you've got the Olympics next in the States, in 2028, which is 4 years away. If you had to try and qualify for the Olympics in 4 years, what sport would you choose?
Oh gosh.
I can't run or jump anymore, so that's out.
I mean, see, I was a competitive swimmer growing up. That was like the last thing I want to do is I can't stand it. It's so rigorous. I don't know. I feel like I would want something like super easy. Like, can I do like cheerleading where like I don't have to like ever get off the ground or flip, like literally just be like the most like basic sort of thing. Because I don't want to do that. I mean, being an entrepreneur is like being in the Olympics. I don't want to have to like do another training.
You can be the mascot.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I chose archery when somebody asked me that question. I think in 4 years, I could get good enough
Yeah.
to qualify. They say, don't they? If you do something for 10,000 hours, you'll become a master at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do archery. There we go. Excellent. So, we digressed. What sport did we choose?
Oh, like cheerleading, like most basic on the ground. I don't flip. I just just to be a part of the squad.
Okay. Well, we're going to go to a Japanese baseball game where they have cheerleaders. So that can be your foray into that. And you get, because you're famous, you can do the initial pitch or the first pitch. There we go.
Ooh, okay.
Excellent. Now in my fantasy world, there is a new art gallery in Tokyo, which uses digital technology to allow people to step into a painting. So like Unframed over here, I don't know if you have Unframed, but the idea is it's an immersive experience. You put VR goggles on, you can step into a painting and walk around it. You see everything in 3 dimensions and some of the characters move. The work of which famous artist, living or dead, would you like to step into in that way?
Oh, gosh, that's a good question. You know what I would, it's not really an exact artist, but like, um, I would, like when at Art Basel, they have the things that sell for like $25 million or, I would want to step into one of those of like to see like what is it made of and like what made it so extraordinary and different from everything else out there.
Okay, that's a great idea. I love that. You can do that. We'll let you step into anything you find at Art Basel. There we go. Now, this is a quick fire round. I'm coming out to meet you in Tokyo, and we're going to go to a pop or rock concert on Monday, a play on Tuesday, a musical on Wednesday, an opera on Thursday, and a film on Friday. Okay.
Ooh.
What are we going to go to? Pop and rock.
Oh,
Who?
is it a concert?
Yeah. Who would you take me to see?
Oh God.
Living
Actually,
or dead?
oh, concert. Maybe it's just what comes to mind. I don't know if it's the best answer, but Rihanna.
Nice. I'm all up for that. What
Okay.
about a play? What about a theatre play?
Theater play. I kind of wanted to see Mary Poppins. I never saw that.
Yeah, I think that's a musical as well. So you've just done 2 in 1, which is great.
Okay. Okay.
So, are you an opera fan?
I've actually never been. I know there's an opera group here, and I'm going in the fall, but not yet.
Okay, so that's where I step in and I take you to the most amazing production of Tosca by Puccini. So
Oh,
your
okay.
homework for next time is to listen to Tosca or watch it on YouTube. There's a great version of it by Antonio Papano conducting. So I'll send you the link. It's brilliant. It's great. And a film. What film would you take me to see that you think I'd love and probably haven't seen?
Um, well, you're English. Do you like tea?
I love tea.
There's this documentary I saw, and it's so hard to get hold of these days. I think it's somewhere on DVD, but it was the sweetest little documentary. It's called like The Meaning of Tea. And this person, this filmmaker, they went like around the world and like into like the tea plantations, the people that grow tea and people who love tea. And it's just this sweet little movie about like how deep tea is and how much we like love it. And I was like, I wish I could see that movie again. So I would want to take that.
I think we around the world we drink more tea than we drink coffee.
Yeah,
Um,
I think
which
so.
which
Yeah.
I found I was surprised at. So
Yeah.
excellent. Thank you for that. Now, the next day is called Hero Day, and I'm going to book a table at an Ethiopian restaurant, another one for you, for a leisurely couple of hours in Tokyo, and you can invite somebody, and that person can be anyone you like. Um,
Oh.
and they can be living or dead, famous or not, for
Mm.
you to spend 2 hours with to ask the questions that you'd like to ask. Who would
Mm.
you choose?
You know, it's like my grandmother, like my mom's mom died when she was 5, so I never got to meet her. And I feel like there's been so many like unanswered things in my life, and I feel like I've always felt really connected to her, so I would want to meet her.
Okay, you can have your lovely grandmother. And the next part of that question is, who would you invite that you think she might like to meet?
Ooh. Um,
So when was she born? In the turn of the century?
yeah, she was probably born in maybe the 20s or the 30s. Hard to say. I would invite gosh, some kind of pioneer woman. I don't know, maybe Joan of Arc or something.
Fantastic. Hi, Granny. I haven't seen you since I was 5. Meet Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry if this gets complicated, but who would you invite that you think Joan of Arc would like to meet?
Oh. You know how Richard would love to meet is like Nelson Mandela.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be a conversation, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Excellent. That's a great lunch.
Yeah.
So we're nearly there. You're on the plane home now, I'm afraid. Your year has done. You've recorded the TV show about style and fashion in Japan. You've you've got the book deal. You're going to write that. You're on the way home, and the steward brings you another um, Virgin Mojito and another note. And the Family Foundation have written to say thank you for all your hard work this year. We've now lifted the restriction to you listening only to pop music. What outside pop music would you want to listen to that you hadn't heard for 12 months,
Um,
if anything?
Maybe like R&B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. There, you're home. We're done. Did you enjoy your fantasy cultural year?
Yeah, that was really something.
That's great. If you've got time, I'd like to play the this or that game. It's very quick.
Sure.
You have to choose one of these two things. Okay.
Okay.
Fast. It's off the cuff.
Okay.
Sparkling or still?
Still.
Mac or PC?
Mac. Is that even a question?
I know it's not even a question, is it? I would have been absolutely flabbergasted if you'd said PC.
Yeah.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Radio or television?
Neither.
Good answer. High heels or trainers?
Oh, high heels.
Peas or Brussels sprouts?
Brussels sprouts.
Yes. Um, call them or text them?
Text them.
Window or aisle seat?
If it's a long flight aisle,
Milk or dark chocolate?
dark.
Motorcycle or car?
Mm, sports car.
Nice. Boiled egg or fried egg?
I don't like eggs.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Concert hall or sports stadium?
I don't like crowds. So I guess maybe comedy if I had to pick.
Okay. Cat or dog?
Dog.
Test the water or dive in at the deep end?
I'm gonna test the water.
Are you? That's a surprise. I'm a dive in at the deep end. Orange juice, bits or no bits?
No biz.
An hour in a library or an hour in a museum?
Probably museum.
Beethoven or Mozart?
They're both good. Mozart.
Cooking or being cooked for?
I like both. I'll say more often these days being cooked for.
Nice. Fiction or non-fiction?
Nonfiction.
Sand or snow?
Sand.
Shopping online or in store?
Actually, on depends where, but usually more online these days.
Reggae or salsa?
Reggae.
Indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
I'm I'm tempted not to do this one. Android or iPhone?
If you think you know the answer.
There it is. Start immediately or wait until the last minute?
I mean, creatives, somehow we seem to wait till last minute. It's not the ideal, but
Good. Science or history?
um history,
New York or Los Angeles?
LA.
Early morning or early hours?
What's early hours? Is that like
Late at 1 or 2 a.m.
early hours.
You're an early riser, are you? Or are you
Depend.
a night? But I should change that.
Oh
Early
yeah.
riser or night owl?
I can kind of be either depending, but the ideal is early riser.
Do you do what I do, and that's have a 30-minute siesta at 4 p.m.?
I don't, but I should.
I just read an article yesterday that as long as it's not more than half an hour, it's like rebooting your computer. Everything sort of sits back down and gets. I can have a half an hour nap and do another day's work.
Amazing.
Yeah. What's that saying? I work 9 to 5 and then 5 to 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Messy desk or tidy desk?
Tidy.
Red or white wine?
I don't drink.
Batman or Superman?
Superman.
Numbers or words?
Words.
Rare or well done?
For like steak or just in general?
Steak.
I don't eat
Steak.
steak.
You don't eat steak. Okay. Mild or spicy?
Mild, actually.
And finally, oh no, bedroom door, open or closed?
Closed.
Plan it or wing it?
A little both. Maybe planet.
And finally, see the future or change the past?
See the future.
Yeah, that's got the lottery numbers in it, hasn't it? Yeah. Jen, thank you so much for doing this. It's been a great sport. And wherever this appears will be links to you, lots of photos, videos. I know you've got, I was watching some of your videos on YouTube this morning. So, and I'll subscribe if I haven't done so to your channel, but we'll drop lots of interesting things into the profile about you for when we publish this. And thank you so much again for being one of our full members. You're one of the kind people who make all this possible, and that's where the miracles happen. Jen, thank you so much.
Thank you.